We are looking at the Penn State Illinois game. It's rigged. Really, Illinois should have won this in the fourth quarter. They called 2 touchdowns against them back, and then the field goal the guy tried to make looked like a magnet pulled it the other way. And now we got a rookie, our junior quarterback in here that's replacing Stronsky. He just got hurt, and some pretty bad throwing. It's rigged. This is the 5th overtime. Wide open that time. No pass interference. Pushing it back. But I can see why they wouldn't call that penalty because it is overtime. I guess you're going to let them play a little bit, seeing how you can call no pass interferences against Penn State. And been calling a major penalties against Illinois to keep them from scoring. And we go on the break right there. This is the actually good defense. Guy runs into his own guy and hits the other guy too. But this is it's out in the open now. The refs in Vegas are in on this together. I'm not saying the players are in on it. Sometimes they probably don't even know there's magnets in these balls. Who knows what they're kicking? And it's a cult. People are into this stuff because you went to college there. You don't want to think that this stuff's rigged. And actually, CBS, ABC, NBC, they all make a lot of money off sports. This is one of their biggest, revenues. Any kind of sports, NFL, NBA, college football especially. There is a lot of money in this. Trillions and trillions of dollars. This guy, I don't know if he's in on it because he seemed pretty pissed off. Unless he's a hell of an actor. He kind of knows something's going on. In the fourth quarter, he was tipping his hand. If you watch the replay on this, you'll see what I'm talking about. So, let's see what happens. Got a guy in motion, which is pretty basic. False start.
Prior to the snap, Illinois calls their timeout of the overtime period.
That guy, every time if I was an Illinois fan and he blew a whistle, I'd be scared to death what he was going to call. Honestly, personal fouls, roughing the passer, whatever the hell, and it doesn't matter what side of the ball is out there. No matter if it's defense or offense. They'll make sure that you get penalized. I mean, Illinois is, if you looked at the stats of this game, you would be like, oh my goodness, and not knowing the score, you'd be like, they must have beat them like 53-10 or something. Because they're just killing them on the ground. And the turnovers, obviously. And it's the 5th overtime, 6th overtime. You're going to rub it in your face. You got 6 on the screen right there. And then, just no, and Penn State's 5-1. Ranked 7th in the country. Way over his head.
And once again, Penn State gets a stop, and they will once again have a chance to win it.
You see what I'm saying? No, it's a wasted repetition.
Well, I could sit here and probably take this whole thing like this. I just want to show you how they rub in your face, even at the college level. It's all corrupt. These people are Luciferians and Messiahs, which are the same thing. And they'll take anything that's good and totally destroy it. That's their main purpose on the planet, to corrupt everything they put their hands on. So, unfortunately, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm not the only one doing this. And I just moved in here, so we got some stuff all around. I'd help better videos, but we're definitely going to bring things, do the best we can do to expose these people, because what they're doing is not right. And at the end of the day, like I said, Vegas and the refs are involved in this, and people are losing a lot of money thinking that these games are straight. And if you really want to pass laws, that's something you have to definitely put on the boards. I don't care how it's listed, entertainment or not. They are not putting it out there like it's entertainment. They're actually putting it out there as if it was professional and actually was straight and legit. And it's not. There's nothing legit about this. And people, friends, your family members, people are losing lots of money on this stuff. The points are just, that's where they get you at, the points. It's not who wins or loses, it's actually the point spreads. But obviously, Penn State was probably favored by 10 points or more. This team's 2-5 going into Penn State, and it wouldn't be close in real life if it was a straight game, because when you're ranked 7th in the country, you're usually that much better than teams that are unranked, even though they've been in the same division for a long time, the Big Ten. This would not be a close game if this was straight. So this is the 7th overtime, and I think this will probably be it.
This is the 6th game to reach 7 overtimes in FBS history.
There's the number 13 again.
8 overtimes, but a different version of overtime. You would think it would be easier to end the game with 2-point conversion attempts. Makes it even less likely. Chris Button?
Well, I'm not sure the coaches think of this rule change, but the players have loved it. They've been so excited on the sidelines. But that last attempt by Penn State had really sucked the energy out of this side.
I'm putting number 5 by himself. If it's one-on-one, I'm throwing it to him. If not, I'm scrambling around and trying to create.
It's at the bottom of the screen. Instead, they'll run it. It's Noah Kane. Is he in? Penn State thinks so. The officials say no.
He's not supposed to score yet.
As the ball carrier is short of the goal line, the conversion is no good.
Told you. Not supposed to score yet.
James Franklin looking up at the big board at the replays to see if Noah Kane indeed was stopped.
Jeez.
Pop the run. You want to talk about football play? A 25 Kirby Joseph.
As I said, I don't think a lot of these players are in on this. There might be a few star players, but definitely the refs are in on it, and some of the head coaches may be in on it. I'm not really sure how it works out like that yet in college. I know the NFL is in on it for sure.
They will. Josh McCray, no chance. He lost yardage back to the 5-yard line.
As I said, you can kind of tell when they're trying to score and when they're not trying to score, and you can kind of tell when the defense lets up and lets them score. These are the top teams in the country, keep in mind. Penn State's ranked 7 in the country. They shouldn't even be giving up that kind of yards to begin with on the ground today. They're playing at home. They're ranked, they're high-ranking defense.
Illinois has elected the North Bay holds the edge. Nowhere to go.
My cat even knows it's rigged.
The inside.
Come on, Pen Pen.
McCray's strength going laterally.
They be fixing the game, Sean.
That run there, you had
That's
mentioned
Pen Pen telling us. It's my cat.
4 consecutive throws.
I would just like something at Penn State.
They've run for 357 yards today.
Oh my God. See what I mean? That's unheard of. And you're losing a game? I mean, we're not really losing the game. They really won the game. That's the score that should have been the original score. It should have been 16-10, Illinois, but they couldn't have that.
And again, it's Brandon Peters in at quarterback as Sikowski was hurt a couple of attempts ago. Got Reggie Love in the game as the tailback to the left of Peters. Jet sweep. Isaiah Williams.
Touchdown.
He's in. Illinois get the lead.
Unless there's a flag.
Isaiah Williams, the quarterback, who is a terrific running quarterback, gets it done as a running wide receiver here.
Jet sweep to the perimeter. Watch Williams. Does he get in? Does the ball cross? Absolutely. The block by Doug Kramer is absolutely incredible. Watch. Climb up. Now watch him shove the defensive tackle. He can't get into the tackle soon enough, and that gives just that extra moment for the
So
score.
Penn State to extend the game. Noah Kane at the goal line. Is he in? Yes!
Oh, this is getting ridiculous.
Both teams on the ground finally convert, and it continues as Penn State is able to answer.
Now they're getting into the 36.
Can't get in. They go
Total
right
of 36 points in the game so far.
Yeah, I think he gets in, reaching that ball out.
You can see the ball break the plane on the reach before he was.
And get into the over and unders on the
That was a
people that are
terrific replay.
you know, they're involved in this, the number spreads and stuff, which I'm telling you, that's what it's about. It's the spread. It's how they work it.
If any of my bosses with the Jets are listening, I've got Jets Patriots tomorrow.
36.
I might not make it. You might want to have a contingency plan in place. We might still be here.
So Penn State back out on offense, Illinois back out on defense. They've ran a mile just changing the sides of the field.
So now can Penn State answer once again? They just got it to this one to take the lead.
Interception.
To try and throw. Tipped. Incomplete. Kalen Tolson jumped in the passing lane and knocked it down. So now the Penn State
You can tell the defense you're running, and when you try to run a crossover like that, the linebackers, that's exactly what he's supposed to do. If that was a pros, he'd be going the other way for 6 points. That's why I'm saying if these college kids can pull that off, and you're looking at the pros, they're way faster. You're looking at touchdowns almost every time they try to run a play like that. If I'm a guy from home that can call these plays and played just in high school, I didn't play at collegiate level, but I played junior in high school, which is many years ago. But we played every Sunday. We used to play all the time. It was a big part of my life, and I know a lot about the game. Excuse me. I don't know how much weed you'd have to smoke to watch something like this to make you believe that you're like it's real.
Josh McCray would be in the game.
1,000%.
And I can tell you how many times in my lifetime I've actually seen legitimate overtime games, and it hasn't been as many as recent times. I can tell you that much. I mean, the NFL had almost every other game went overtime. Games in college are going overtime. You can see this magnet theory that actually showed you there is a magnet inside the football. And this last kick, like I said, in the fourth quarter, you could clearly see the kid's ball that he kicked in was going straight in. Well, not as straight in, but at the last minute, you could definitely see something pushed it out of the way to make it miss, just barely miss. And then the 2 penalties against Illinois. So I do believe it has to do with points. Illinois may win this game. And that's it. So there you go. See, the upset was there, but now you have a total of 38 points in this game, which would have made it the over and unders. That's where they get you at. That's really where all the betting comes in, the over and unders. And then you have 38 points. See, even though the Illinois would have won the game legitimately 16-10, it's a 2-point game. And then obviously the points, if you took Penn State, you would have won anyway because they won straight out. And you definitely would have won with the point spread because it's only a 2-point game. They would have won by, and you would have had the points to begin with. So if you took Illinois with the points, you won. If you were 39 or over, you lost. And then obviously if you took Penn State, you lost. So this is why I'm doing the start exposing this stuff as much as I can. I noticed the video is a little longer, but all these overtimes, other people can use my footage. I don't care. And you can break it down as much as you want to with better equipment that I have now. But I think anybody that just watches this stuff for entertainment, you're not going to be disappointed. It's entertaining. But if you're betting money on it and you really think this stuff is straight and legit, you're really going to have a hard time getting over it because, like I said, I've been watching football since 1974 and baseball and all that. And then I don't know, I always had my suspicions, but with technology being the way it is right now and how everybody can just go on there and make videos and expose the stuff, it's getting a lot easier to see what people are talking about. So thanks for watching, and let me know what games you've seen that you might think that they're all scripted. All of them they are. There's none that isn't. So thanks for watching, and take care.